let's get this over with because this comes in like the last 3 or 4 days. Matt in Harlem. Matt,
already.
go ahead.
Hey, boys. Love the show.
Yep.
As you should.
Exactly.
Just wanted to, I guess you guys have heard of Mancow getting waterboarded. He made a deal long before he did, saying waterboarding's not torture, and then he had a Marine actually waterboard him on his show, made a real stunt out of it, and only lasted 6 seconds, and was like, I really think this is torture. This is like drowning.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Did he really do that?
Appearance on Keith Olbermann, and he's making a more of it now through the news network.
Oh God, he's such a fucking hack.
Mancow is such a loser.
Do we have talked about?
Do we have audio of him wimping out on the waterboarding? That'd be kind of fun to listen to.
You can find it. I saw on
we've done way worse with our staff.
With him, it's water boring.
Right. Remember Pat Duffy? Yeah. Remember Pat Duffy? You don't think we waterboarded him?
Of course.
The little baby bird thing?
He was puke boarded.
He was puke boarded.
He was goddamn puke boarded.
Right.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
We'll take a peek at the audio. It'll be good to see Mancow groveling.
Yeah.
And being a wimp.
Guys.
All right.
Pulsar.
What's up with the pictures?
What pictures?
From Obama's not releasing those pictures. The sexually explicit pictures from Abu
Ghraib.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it.
Wait, that's the video of him getting waterboarded?
It looks unpleasant.
Well, of course, trying to get information out of a savage.
But he was trying to say we're looking at the video of Mancow, and he's trying to say that waterboarding's no big deal, right?
No big deal.
All right, can you push play on that?
1, 2, I lied.
Ooh, water going. All right, that's it. That's it. All right.
That's all?
Oh, God. Mancow is soaked.
Oh, God.
Mancow is soaked. We all got a little water on him. How you doing, buddy?
What? That's all?
Honk.
The water wasn't even going in his nose, right?
It was like in his mouth. He wasn't even trying to go like...
They cover your nose with a cloth or something.
Right.
Yeah.
I've seen it done this guy had a big pitcher and he was dumping it from like high.
Yeah.
I've also seen it done kind of close up where they're dumping a pitcher and they're just dumping it in increments. So you think you can catch your breath and then they start pouring it again?
That's great.
Yeah, I'm sure.
God damn, is that funny?
Whoever invented that and they said, you know what? Give me a pitcher and a cloth. I'll find out.
I'll get the info from this guy.
You don't need the knife. You don't need to plug anything in. Give me a pitcher of iced tea and a cloth.
Hey, remember our old pal Mancow?
Yeah. Yeah, apparently he still somehow thinks he's relevant.
Right, well.
I don't know where he is, I swear to you, I don't know where he is or what he does.
I think he's on a bunch of, like, small AMs.
Like real tiny markets around the country in these little towns.
Trying to do that political horse shit.
Yeah. He thinks he wants to be Hannity so bad, and he's failing so miserably at it. I take it on one of these clips he bashes Satellite, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we have a show.
Satellite, by the way, if you look and Google News, the Opie and Anthony show, it just, stories pop up. Mm-hmm. Stories pop up all the time. Big ones, little ones, things that people say on our show are recognized as things that are in pop culture and comments from people that, are newsmakers.
Well, we're regularly featured on Breitbart, WhatWould
Exactly. And whereas Mancow,
I haven't
hate even saying the name.
I haven't seen one clip from his radio show being featured anywhere.
No, not nothing. I didn't. I swear to you, I thought he was off the air. I thought he was just sitting out.
Well, this pile of horse shit was on Jimmy Fallon.
I love horse shit.
I mean, I got in these battles. I should say I won.
I got these battles. I'm still with the fake voice, even though I reinvented myself.
These guys with their stupid fake voices.
Yeah.
Start with that. Use your real voice, and then maybe you'll get respect in this business. Where's that disc where they all sound the same? I got to play that again.
Guys, please, everyone's getting tense.
Is he trying to say...
Mancow's a douche.
Is he trying to say that like he won all these battles? Because I don't know of one radio battle that he actually won. Every fucking guy
is stomped on him.
Stomped on him. He's not going to say that he won a radio battle against Howard
With
or
anybody.
us, is he?
Well, the question that led into this clip was Jimmy Fallon mentioning all the radio wars he's been in, including Howard Stern and Opie and Anthony.
Oh, he mentioned our name?
He did.
Oh
Fallon
Fallon did?
Yes.
Fallon loves us, by the way.
Yes.
Loves us. Can't wait to have his back.
570 a.m.
He's on 570 a.m. Oh, fuck.
in Washington, apparently.
And I got a question for you, though.
Yeah.
Seriously. What do you think little Nicky thinks of me?
I don't know what little Nicky. It's Monday, and we're discussing Mancow on Jim.
He's changed his look a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think he
I think
really
he's-
wants to be little Nicky anymore.
I think he's slowly changing his look.
Call me Little Nick. A little different.
He's starting to realize that this show suffers from OCD, and it's never going away unless he changes his look. Oh, we're looking at the Mancow Empire. What other great stations is he on,
Dude,
Daddy?
his website's so bad. He's got white text on a white background.
Yeah.
So you'd have to highlight it to see.
And look,
Such a
He
dope.
wants to hide that market.
But he's
I
on
would
from
too.
2 to 5 a.m.
what?
2 to 5.
Who the fuck is
To
listening
s-
to
AM.
Mancow from 2 to 5 a.m.? What is he
5
talking
to 8
about?
a.m. in Stockton.
Stockton, we already took a phone call from fucking England today, you fucking douche. We're worldwide.
Oh my God, he's on all these little
And our bits are
AMs.
fucking being featured on some pretty prominent websites these days. So he was on Jimmy Fallon with his fake voice. Let's listen in on this.
I mean, I got in these battles. I should say I won. We're on 60 stations. We're doing well. We haven't been sent over to satellite. I mean, we're in the mainstream.
Yeah.
And I was able to reinvent myself and do a show for regular audiences. They had to go off to the graveyard there. But
That would be Opie and Anthony and Howard Stern
Oh, really? We're in
the graveyard over there.
here at the graveyard.
Are you kidding me? Like Ant said, I didn't even know he was still doing radio.
I got to be honest. If you're doing something that's really good, you don't need to reinvent yourself. Why reinvent yourself if
I've
what you're doing
reinvented
is truthful?
myself from a douchebag to an asshole. Very hard to do. More white text on white background.
What, you're trying to figure out what markets he's in?
Look, in Houston,
And he
he's
calls
on
it the Free Speech Radio Network? Ugh.
on Hu-
What the fuck you talking about, freak?
He's on
more funny.
11:50
Boring.
a.m. That isn't the time. That's the frequency. 11:50 a.m. in Corpus
Wait,
Christi.
he's on at 11:50 a.m.?
No,
Now
no,
I'm
that's
confused.
the
Dan. I'm
frequency.
confused. What?
It's
What?
way over. You actually got to crack your knob on your radio.
Does the AM dial go up to 11:50? I don't know.
No, that's shortwave. You can actually cook food if you tune into it's microwaves. If you tune into Mancow's show and you put a sandwich close to it, it will heat up.
in Houston, he's on Mondays from 2 to 5 a.m., but Tuesday through Friday, they won't give him that precious 2 a.m. spot. So he's just 3 to 5 a.m. Tuesday through Friday.
Come on. This is the guy that won the battle.
He won the battle. He's on AM stations in the middle of the night.
And then you click on a lot of states and there's just nothing.
Are you kidding me?
It's really easy.
A lot of these states, he's competing with John and Jeff.
John.
For the overnight.
The overnight.
Oh, he's battling it with the kings
John
of,
and Jeff.
of overnights, John and
Those
Jeff.
guys always take the tough angle. Child molesters are bad. Whoa, easy guys.
Oh my God, where is that?
Was Mancow really on an episode of Penn and Teller's bullshit about profanity and censorship? We got to
don't know,
find
but
out
I'll
because I bet you we need to know what Mancow has to say on that subject. And then he had this to say on Jimmy Fallon.
Real quick thing before you go. Satellite radio, would you ever go?
no, I don't believe.
Okay, look, you fucking douchebag. You wanted to be on satellite
Yep.
radio. We know for a fact you ass.
Yep.
So we have a lot of people in common. Guess what? Satellite radio didn't want you.
Didn't even
So of
want
course
him.
you're going to go, no, I'm never going to go.
Real quick thing before you go. Satellite radio, would you ever go?
No, I don't believe in charging people to see you or to hear you. It just doesn't seem
In
right.
your
we
case,
we
I
do a show where
agree.
we're fighting for
Well, yeah, I mean, if no one's going to come, then...
For Mancow, I would
Right.
agree.
Right.
Ugh. But wait, not believing in charging people to see you. So the Sopranos or The Wire or HBO or Comedy Central, you're charging people for all those services.
Right.
You know, Hollywood, you don't charge people to see you. Everything's
Any
just
movie
free.
that you go to see,
Stand-up comics,
a concert,
Right.
Everything should be free. Ma.
And way to be in touch. I mean, regular radio is heading toward charging.
Right.
Yeah.
There's a lot of discussions going on. Like, I don't think we could keep this free anymore. With what's going on with the fees they got to pay to the record companies. Ugh. They're in a weird spot, that regular radio. They don't know what the fuck to do.
Real quick thing before you go. Satellite radio, would you ever go?
No, I don't believe in charging people to see you or to hear you. It just doesn't seem right. We do a show where we're fighting for common sense. We're fighting for the regular person, kind of a libertarian lean. You're going to be doing $6 out of $10 in New York as taxes. That's coming for you. $6 out of $10 in New York. And this is the stuff we talk about. I can't bill people for that.
Yeah.
Would they pay? Would they pay for this? No. See? We got to do it for free.
I got to do it for free.
Got to do it for free.
The Mancow experience.
The Mancow experience?
Experience.
That guy is probably the biggest douche ever to work in radio.
I wouldn't even say probably.
Trust me.
We've dealt with some giant douches.
There's another guy that's actually, wins by a fucking huge fucking fat belly. That sounds exactly like him, by the way. Those two scumbags are real close.
I really can't fucking stand Mancow. He's full of shit. He's just full of shit.
He's a man of the people.
Oh, Christ. I'm going to fucking just punch you.
And what? He's on just AM stations?
Yeah.
For the most part?
It's mixed. It's, here and there, but a lot of
He used to be on a lot of really good FM stations, and, that all went away. He wanted to be on Satellite. Satellite said, go fuck yourself. So then he had to reinvent himself and make believe all of a sudden he gave a shit about politics and decide I'm going to try to be like a Sean Hannity guy. And the radio world is not really, going with it. If you're on a bunch of tiny little AMs in the middle of the night, guess what? That's not really succeeding.
No. What a dumbass.
We got our own channel on satellite radio. That's a lot bigger than what Mancow's doing with a bunch of tiny AMs across America.
Ugh. Morning Madhouse.
No, it's the experience.
That's the experience.
Oh, the Mancow experience. Oh, thank you.
Hey, turd. Are you in the car, turd, heading toward the wall?
The fake wall.
The big fake wall and the sound effects. Oh, my God, is turd okay? 6 out of every $10 is going to be taxed on... Reinvented yourself. No, you're a fucking hypocrite who no one knows who the fuck you are. You're phony.
This guy's always the last one in on a trend.
Yeah, exactly.
The whole world changed with a lot of guys going, and doing the political thing, and then finally Mancow, because now it's safe. I guess I could get into this.
I could get in there and,
right.
Shock business now.
Shock Jock Radio. He was the last man in there. He's just a fucking phony.
Turd. Was that thing fake though? That sounded real. That car crash.
Oh, you want?
That sounded so
Do
real.
we have the Mancow bit? Because we were really concerned about Turd.
What's
Turd could have really hurt himself.
Is Turd doing editorials now under the name Walter Cronkite?
Turd, what do you got on the healthcare thing?
Turd's talking from a car speeding toward a wall. Turd, what about tariffs that are overseas jobs going overseas?
Let me say hi to Tom in Boston. Tom.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey.
Back in '97, I was living in Chicago, and Mancow was featured in this great commercial for auto insurance.
Seen that one. That's a classic.
What? I didn't see that, did I?
Classic bit of hackery.
What? He was in an insurance commercial?
Yeah, he was in an insurance commercial, and it's legit.
Get the fuck out of here.
This is what this guy wants to be. He's such a fucking phony.
Do we have a special guest for Jimmy?
Love you, Jimmy.
Look at this.
For the day after his birthday.
Oh, my God.
All right, wait, we got to see this.
Yeah.
We have a special guest coming in for Jimmy. His birthday for real was yesterday, so we're going to do a little celebrating today. But first, the Mancow insurance commercial.
There's a chick walking down the street. Mancow's in a car with this music blasting. He crashed.
Do you have insurance on this car?
No.
Oh, my God.
What's that?
It's Eagle Woman.
I've got something for you.
All right, stop this.
Look,
All right,
she's dropping her.
Wait, he's doing. What is this? This is a legitimate commercial.
It is a
Get the
real
fuck outta
commercial.
here.
It is a real commercial for an insurance
Was
company.
he trying out for Saturday Night Live or something?
That he did a commercial for. Yeah, this is really this fucking douchebag.
All right, continue. I gotta see what happens with Eagle Woman. Yeah, we got it.
For you.
Look, she's dropping her rates.
You can't beat this.
Eagle guarantees the lowest auto rates in Illinois.
Look at those low rates.
I'm stunned. I am stunned.
Dude, you shouldn't
Now go home and get your fucking shine box.
You shouldn't be allowed to talk about Austin Howard. Go fuck
Anybody.
yourself. What an embarrassment. How much money do you make for that? $200, you loser?
And
He had his
forever
glasses
look like
on
a
crooked
dick.
through half the commercial because he was in a car accident. Waka waka.
Because he saw that girl walking by and he was scoping her out.
Was he?
Yeah.
Do you think Mancow even scopes out chicks?
Either that or Danny Bonaducci punched him in the face and his glasses are crooked.
Oh yeah. I guess he got to us though.
Oh yeah, that was.
You got us, Mancow.
Whoops.
You're right. We suck, and you being on a bunch of fucking AM stations across America, you win.
That's
I'm
good.
sorry.
You win. Have fun.
And you do hacked fucking insurance commercials.
Have fun dealing with program directors that are putting you on at fucking 4 a.m. and
Right.
taking you off one day for 2 hours.
You think he's got like the 2 to 5 slot, and he's begging, look, I think I'm doing well. I really need I need to move up to 3 a.m. to 6 a.m.
3 a.m. to 6.
Please, boss, please.
Great audience.
Please. All right. Oh, this is the turd clip, Anthony.
Turd.
Turd?
Yes, sir.
Are you ready, bud?
15.
15 miles an hour. He's going to give us the countdown
20.
as he goes racing into the side of a factory.
25. 30.
30 miles an hour.
Anything happens to him, Cal, I'll kill you.
35.
35 miles an hour right now.
Oh my.
Maximum speed is 65.
40.
A long course has been set up.
Oh my God.
Come on, Turd.
45.
By the way. Same sound effect.
Jimmy, you all right? Jimmy, you all right? Jimmy.
Yeah.
Can we throw some water in your face? You all right?
Was Turd okay after that?
Yeah, see,
What was
Jimmy's
your-
just concerned about Turd.
What was your first problem with that?
Start over. I'll tell you.
All right. But see, he's going to like make fun of us and Howard. Yeah, okay.
First problem.
Turd?
Right there.
Exactly.
What is the point of this?
Turd. And here's what I love. The engine sound never changes. It is just this running engine sound. Like the gas pedal doesn't vary at all as he's climbing up in speed. He's just going into the side of some factory. Like, that's fine.
What is he trying out, like an airbag or something?
An airbag thing,
Is that-
yeah.
Like,
Turd.
what's the point of this? I don't even know.
And then the hole in the background saying, if anything happens to him, cow.
Did she say that?
Yes.
No, she didn't.
She called him cow.
did.
No, she didn't. I don't believe
Yes.
it. You're making that up.
Listen again. I'll be happy to listen again. It's fantastic.
That's one of your favorites, right, Ed?
Horrid.
Turd?
Yes, sir.
Are you ready, bud?
15.
15 miles an hour. He's going to give us the countdown as
20.
he goes racing into the side of a factory.
25. 30.
Hold on.
What is he, in a jalopy?
I was just going to say that.
Yeah, what
Someone's
the
pulling him in a
fuck?
rickshaw.
What kind of car
20.
sounds like that?
25.
Slow is he going?
I could pretty much bike faster than he's going, and he's already scared.
Dude,
He's in chitty bang bang.
I pushed cement trucks that went faster than this.
27. 29. 30.
Horrible.
25. 30.
30 miles an hour.
If anything happens to him, Cal, I'll kill you.
35.
35 miles an hour right now.
Oh my.
Maximum speed is 65.
40.
A long course has been set up.
Oh my God.
Come on, Turd.
45.
And if he was testing an airbag, why would he put on the
brakes? Yes.
And
what, did he chicken out at the last minute, but it was too late? Is that what you're trying to say?
And what mic picks up the sound like that of a crash? Beautiful. The glass breaking beautifully and doesn't go out.
And why would you scream?
He's screaming at 40 miles an hour.
40 miles an hour.
And at the rate it was taking him to get up there, he'd have to scream for like 5 minutes to get up to 60 from 40.
If you guys
Turd, are you okay, Turd? Oh, my God. Can someone send someone down there to make sure Turd's okay?
What did he say? We had a law force set up or something?
Yeah, there was something that was more babble about something being set up there, and then the whole is saying if anything happens to him.
But, and he takes major chances with his show.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm going to get fired for this.
You're not going to get fired. I won't let you get fired. I'll protect you, man.
You're going up to bat for me?
All right.
What?
Burr.
They make you uncomfortable?
Burr.
Really uncomfortable.
Opie's uncomfortable. I want to hear more of the dialogue, the acting. I like good acting.
Well, see, they're going to do something to the boss, because that's crazy. See, when we did something to the boss, we really did something to the boss.
Yeah, we got him fired.
We had a couple have anal sex on the boss's leather couch for real. That
got Psycho Mark fired.
Yeah.
It's true. And back in Boston, you guys went into the office and stole those tickets.
Well,
I saw the episode.
You saw the fucking videotape. Exactly.
I'll be deleting that video today.
I'm going to get fired for this.
You're not going to get fired. I won't let you get fired. I'll protect you, man.
You're going up to bat for me?
All right.
Right.
Go ahead. You have the gas-powered leaf blower?
Yeah.
Turn it on and go into his office and clean off his desk. This is National Clean Off Your Boss's Desk Week. Turd?
Yeah.
You ought to see this office, too. This guy is, like, really, really...
messy.
Pack rat?
I'm going to guess messy.
Disorganized?
Because it would make the bit much better.
Yeah, because it's got to be a bunch of paper all over the desk in order for it to work. If it was just a picture of his wife.
Well, what is he?
And a
really?
nameplate.
Maybe Messy
with
doesn't
Darren
work.
Stevens on it.
Maybe Messy doesn't work because he's doing a leaf blower bit. So maybe he's really neat.
Okay. He's
and
doing
well
this.
organized.
Oh.
This guy is really
organized.
Oh, right.
You can't go with Messy.
A collector of vaginas. I'm going to think that's what he says. He piles them up like quiche.
This guy is really, really...
Yeah. Don't worry, Turd. I'm whispering, and it's on the radio.
This guy really, really doesn't have a clue what makes good radio.
No.
This guy is, like, really, really anal. Yeah. Turn it on, man. I want to hear it. Okay, tell me when you're in the office. Tell me when you're in the office. Are you in there?
What do you think he is?
Yeah.
Are you in there? What do you think?
No.
No, he's not.
I'm in the recording studio.
I'm in someone's yard helping.
Yeah.
He's laughing like Dim while Alex raped that woman, too.
That's a clue you don't have confidence in the bit. Are you in there?
Are you in there? Turd! What the hell is going on? I can hear papers being shredded. What's going on?
I've got it unshredded.
What?
It's shredded all his papers.
Turn off the thing. Turn it off.
You got the button, Mancow.
He can't turn it off. Turn it off.
No, someone else turns it off at the mixing board.
He can't turn it off. And the papers are being shredded even though he's
shredded.
using
It was a
leaf
blower.
Now look, I'm not gonna say that we haven't done a hack bit here and there, but the point we're making today is he did a lot of hack bits. A lot.
Yeah.
You want to hear the air
Very
horn?
late up in his career also. Please.
Okay, we got 2 air horns. Now, you hear these sometimes at sporting events. They are banned because they're so loud. And there is a picture of a guy with a horn up to his ear. It says it has a cross through it.
Hey, it's just a stupid instruction. Don't worry about it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Now! Against him! How bad? Turd?
I can't hear anything.
Are your ears ringing? Are your ears ringing?
I can't hear anything.
Well, you just answered me.
I can't hear anything. I'm just telling you, I can't hear anything.
Jesus H. Fuck.
Lou. When you played the Hulk, get it? He's deaf. Way to drive the bit home, Jimbo. Mention the role because no one laughed at the name. Boo.
But the fishing bit was terrific.
The fishing bit did save me.
It was terrific. There you go. A little taste of the guys, saying we went to a graveyard. Okay.
There you go.
Sure, whatever you say.
Thanks.
Whatever you say. Fucking what a douche.
I have to wee-wee.
Man, douche. This is interesting. I don't know why we get under everyone's skin, but we do. And
what the hell could we have possibly fucking done?
Sue
today?
Simmons is on the phone.
And we
okay.
and we do enjoy it. But for some reason, people just get so mad when it comes to us. People that we haven't even thought of or talked about in a really long time. Kyle, what do you got?
Hey, boys.
Hey, Kyle.
Unfortunately, I don't get satellite radio. I just get it in my car, but my alarm goes off in the morning. Anyway, I turn it on, and Mancow's on the radio this morning. And he goes into this diatribe of how you guys, Opie and Anthony, are the most vile radio guys. You make Stern look subtle.
Compliment. Thank you.
Good will
ass.
conquer evil. You are horrible. Ew. He will be around. That's why you're getting thrown off. Stay true to yourselves.
How are we getting thrown off?
Another guy that knows something that we don't know. Like when Bubba said we were getting thrown off radio, he goes, "Trust me, I know for a fact." He said that probably a year and a half ago.
The Opie and Anthony show has been around for over a decade. Yeah. We've been around for how long as the Opie and Anthony
15
show?
years.
About 15 fucking years. And every time we get a gig, someone says, "Oh, they're so gone like next month or this or their contract's up. You won't be seeing them again." And we continue.
Eventually, one of these dopes will be right.
Yeah, because
all radio careers do eventually end.
Yeah.
And then some idiot will be go, "See, I told you. Told you."
This show is like AIDS, but with worse results.
Damaging.
If we left tomorrow, we still put in 15 amazing years. This fucking asshole. And the good conquering evil. He likes to forget all the crap he did on the radio.
Turd. What are you driving the car toward the wall, turd? Ugh, shut up.
See, that's the interesting thing about this is that we're in Alabama, which is god awful anyway. But the thing is that it's on what he's on. It's a syndicated news channel that has no reach, and they cut his show. He comes on at 5, and they cut it off at like 8, and his show really goes to 10. For like more from him or something like that. You're right. It's a completely different format. He's more. It's all politics now. That's why I didn't even recognize it when I heard him talking.
I mean, we delve into politics, believe me, but for the most part,
you're entertaining.
It's just whatever. Yeah, whatever we feel like talking about. If it's Samantha's pussy, we'll talk about that. But Mancow thinks he can just change. Like Rush Limbaugh apparently was a music jock years ago.
Was he?
And then and then he decided especially during the Clinton administration that he had a great thing to do. He could go on, become a conservative talk show host, and he's making millions of fucking dollars and has a huge syndication. And Mancow thinks he could do that, but the difference is he doesn't have any credibility with the right, with the conservatives, with the Republicans.
No, that's the thing. Is he says he's good friend. Listen, now I'll
here it is. Right.
He says he's good friends with Rush Limbaugh, great friends with Hannity and Levine, all these guys.
All right, let me stop you right there. He's great friends with Hannity. I think he's been on Hannity maybe a couple times.
Has he?
Not recently. Ant's doing Hannity on a semi-regular basis at this point.
Yeah.
Jimmy's been on Hannity. I've been on Hannity, even though I hate fucking politics. He's a guy that he couldn't continue doing what made him famous and rich, by the way.
Yeah.
He did a lot of edgy shock. Let me finish, all right? No, I don't want to finish now.
What? No, I don't want to finish. What else did this idiot say?
No, what I want to say is, though, he did edgy shock jock shit that made him very famous and very rich, and he wants to now, forget about that. That's why he's living in, I would assume, a really nice house.
Yeah.
and he couldn't
Right,
continue it because he couldn't figure out a way around the rules and stuff. So he goes, "Oh, I got to do something different," and he just found politics.
Yeah,
one day.
That's what happened. He saw
Well,
people making money.
He said what y'all do is entirely too easy, and what he does, it's entertaining. Different ways to say different things, and he really has to apply himself. It's a great audience.
Another jealous guy.
I would love to hear y'all comment over what he was saying. It would be.
Yeah, if the guys can find it. I don't know where you find a podcast these days.
Where you find fucking Mancow.
I really don't know. I wouldn't know where to find Mancow audio. I know.
Hey, Jimmy.
He talks over everybody.
You can say whatever you need to say. So I'm right here, buddy.
Hey, man, you ever going to come down to the South anytime? I know we're scary and everything, but
I have 2 Virginia gigs booked on the next couple of months.
That's barely the South, Jimmy.
Where are you talking?
They're talking deep South.
Well, where are you, sir?
Alabama.
I'm in Bama, but I mean, I know nobody's coming to the Stardome, Jimmy, but I mean, you can come to like Atlanta or something.
I was just in Atlanta, sir.
Oh, well, Christ, I need to update your webpage then.
Just get satellite in the car, would you?
What's that?
You just get satellite in the car.
Yeah,
I do have satellite in the car.
Oh, okay. Then all right, then you'll hear what I'm calling back.
Oh, someone's bringing back an old bit. Thank you, Kyle, for the info.
Bye,
We'll try to
Hey, no
search
problem.
out that audio. I appreciate it.
By the way, Danny,
Sorry
that
I got
omelet smells
frustrated
like
with you,
feet.
too.
Your breakfasts always smell delicious.
No, but they're just the plain egg whites.
No, plain egg whites smell horrible.
They
smell like
horrendous
vomit.
every day.
It smells like vomit.
But at least
All our food smells
But it smells
horrendous.
like it's like I couldn't see what Danny's eating. I just smell feet.
It's egg whites,
Ew.
Jim.
But what's on it?
Feet.
Mushroom and onions.
Onions, what it smell?
Onion feet.
Onion feet.
Smell like bag.
It smells like somebody had been walking and then decided to be served as breakfast. 2 severed footsies.
That's how they scrambled his eggs with their savage feet.
You guys eat like the worst shit every day.
Language.
I have some onions.
Language.
It's a problem.
This is my home.
Eric in Virginia. Eric.
If half your town doesn't have indoor plumbing, yeah, Mancow country, libby dibby.
You want to bring back the Mancow bit?
country.
I love
Remember Mancow country?
If you guys want to work
What's
the
that?
Mancow country bit today, I'd appreciate it.
Because all of his,
last time he
cities,
was
oh my
trashing
God.
us, we're like, all right, where's this guy broadcasting to?
Yeah.
He used to be like the big thing in Chicago, and we looked up his stations, and they're all tiny little markets in the middle of nowhere.
Nothing.
So now there's a bit that people do. If this is happening, then you're in Mancow country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if a big problem is your cattle getting anthrax. You're in Mancow country!
I guess he
And, of
broadcasts
course,
out of Chicago, but he's not even heard in
It's
Chicago.
just that you might be a redneck thing, but
Yeah.
it's Mancow country.
Mancow country.
See,
Yeah.
It's that easy.
Fair enough.
People. It's that easy, kids.
Let's
What we
say hi
do
to
is
Mike
easy.
in Jersey. Mike.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Hello.
Hi, Mike.
Hi, Mike.
How you guys doing?
Better now that you called, Mike.
Have you guys heard about when Mancow had himself waterboarded on his show to prove that it wasn't torture? But he lasted about a second and immediately said it was.
What an asshole. He's such a fucking asshole.
And by the way, he did that for publicity.
Yeah. The big thing was
don't kid
waterboarding.
yourself.
I'm going to be waterboarded. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to waterboard myself. Turd. Put the wet rag over my mouth and nose and then pour water on me. I'm going to be waterboarded. Okay, stop.
Turd?
Turd. What's your show, Mancow?
Turd?
Yes, it's turd.
All right, let's move on.
Video
of what? Oh, the waterboard.
I'm holding your nose. I'm holding his nose as he speaks. Okay.
Move down a little. You're squeezing the top of my nose. There you go.
Shut up. You're being tortured.
I have to get over here that way.
All right.
So I can get a good grip.
All right, here's the bucket of water in his hand.
All right.
The sergeant is over Mancow's head.
We're gonna do it on 5. Okay. 1, 2. I lied.
Ooh, water going. All right, that's it. That's it. All right.
He lasted.
Oh, God. Mancow is soaked.
Oh, God.
Mancow-
Oh, he's soaked. Watch out.
Got a little water on
There
him.
could be a problem. He
How you
needs a
doing,
towel.
buddy? How do you feel? You want the EMT?
No.
Look at
EMT's here.
No, it's okay.
What a
It
fake
is-
Catch your breath.
drama
I'm
queen.
fine. It is way worse than I thought it would be.
Shut the fuck
And
up. Not
it
what
is
they
way
did
worse
just
than I
there.
thought it would be.
Would
And
you
that's no
cons-
joke.
Would you consider that torture?
Look, all that's been done to this country, and I heard about water being dropped on someone's face. And I never considered it torture. Even when I was laying there, I thought, this is going to be no big deal. I go swimming. It's going to be like being in the tub. It is such an odd feeling to have water poured down your nose and your mouth with your head back. It was instantaneous. I thought I could hold out 30 seconds, 60 seconds. It was instantaneous. And I don't want to say this. I do not want to say this. Absolutely torture. Absolutely. I mean, that's drowning.
So you felt like you were going to drown.
When I was a kid, I drowned. I drowned. Yes, my brother pulled me out of this this pool that I fell in, and I had to be revived. And I remember the feeling, and that it is the feeling of drowning.
Unfortunately, your brother was around. Holy shit. Could have ended the whole thing right there, right at the beginning.
What a dramatic ass.
Figure we just give him right back to the Lord.
Fucking dramatic.
God. Let me tell you. This is absolutely torture. Absolutely torture. No, my show. Listening to my show. Oh. You got a Mancow bored, people. And bored spelled like I'm bored.
I like the fact that Ant wasn't sure how to spell bored, so instead of going B-O-R-A-D, he just spelled like I'm bored.
I have no idea. Sense gets me, too. Like, this doesn't make sense, or a sixth sense.
S-E-N-S-E both times.
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sense, like as in
common sense.
S-E-N-S-E.
It's all that.
S-C-E-N-T-S is smell.
And smell is different.
S-C-E-N-T-S.
Smell is different. And then what about pennies? Pennies are spelled with a
C-E-N-T-S. I won best speller in town 2 years in a row.
What was the word you had to spell to win the competition?
Formaldehyde.
God, is he a fucking drama douche? He can't even be sincere. Look, when he was doing this shock jock show, I started out doing my shock jock show and made a lot of money doing that. He would do these bullshit bits like turd driving in the wall. And you could hear the engine fucking...
Can we play the turd bit again?
I have to hear the turd bit to
I hope
just
this doesn't
take
bore
it apart
people,
again.
but we have to.
It exposes this guy for the douche he is. And,
Well, the biggest problem with
this,
Mancow is you don't know who the real Mancow is.
Yeah.
Are you the shock jock? Are you the one that cares about the country? Who is Mancow, really?
That's why he can't pull this political talk thing off, because he's a phony. And when he was doing that, he can't even be honest doing this. He's got to be over-dramatic. He can't just sincerely talk like a person and say, wow, you know something? I'm laying there, and I really thought I wouldn't get that feeling of drowning, but it really hold on. Let me over-dramatize this whole thing. And the guy comes up, you need the EMTs? Shut the fuck up. What an asshole.
It's funny you said that, and E-Rock walked in.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't mean you, Eric.
No. Hello.
Here's the fake car stunt. This is one of my favorites because
it is so bad.
Basically, get the premise.
And he was selling this as completely honest. He was doing this.
Get the premise. Live on the air, he's going to test out an airbag. So Turd is going to ram his car into a brick wall.
A brick wall. Turd is going to drive his car into a brick wall to test the airbag, to see if the airbag works.
Yeah.
And it's all going out live on Mancow's show. Listen to, first of all, take note that you would not be able to get this audio. You could tell it was put together in a studio because the engine sound is different.
It's a sound effects library.
The screeching wheels, the impact. You wouldn't hear the impact because the microphone would be fucked up. It's like it's done in the studio.
It's atrocious.
Horrid.
So atrocious.
ATROCIOUS.
Give yourself a bell.
What is it?
I don't know.
I have no idea either.
Of course.
Turd?
Right.
Yes, sir.
Are you ready, bud?
15.
15 miles an hour. He's going to give us the countdown
20.
as he goes racing into the side of a factory.
25. 30.
30 miles an hour.
If anything happens to him, Cal, I'll kill you.
35.
35 miles an hour right now.
Oh, my.
Maximum speed of 65.
40.
A long course has been set up.
Oh, my God.
Come on, Turd.
45.
That sound familiar? No, I mean, he used one of these. We have a longer skid, but it's the same crash.
It's weird because the glass breaking doesn't sound like auto glass. Auto glass doesn't break like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Auto glass kind of chinks out in little, little
watch your language.
squares.
Yes.
Oh, don't be fresh.
And, of course, Danny noticed what I noticed also. From 15 miles an hour to 45 miles an hour and beyond, the engine never went up or down or anything. He held his foot on that gas pedal perfectly.
You could actually make the bit sound like it might be real if you actually had turd in a car in a parking lot.
Yeah,
actually speeding,
and then at the
seg
last
into
minute,
the fake crash.
You seg into the fake crash if you want to be a big phony piece of cunt like him. But to have that fake, and then why did he step on the brake? He's supposed to be hitting the wall.
Well, because he chickened out at the end.
And he screams, and then there's dramatic music. What an asshole.
I actually think that was real. Can we hear that again?
Shut up, Jimmy. The whole thing?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Come on, please. I love
Turd?
Turd?
Are you ready, bud?
15 miles an hour. He's going to give us the countdown
20.
as he goes racing into the side of a factory.
25.
30 miles an hour.
35.
35 miles an hour right now.
Oh, my.
Maximum speed of 65.
40.
A long course has been set up.
Oh, my God.
Come on, Turd.
45.
The douche chill inducing that does to me. I can't handle that.
I'm only curious, though, because I never heard a dial tone on a cell phone before.
Yeah, that dial tone. Boo. Oh, please. Just please.
I got a whole disc of his horse shit.
His horse shit. And this is why, by the way, he tries and tries to be accepted as a conservative talk show host, and they will not accept him. He's not good enough at it, first of all. Secondly, he comes from that?
Well,
stop it.
Well, you're a big fan and a caller.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yes. I was a really good caller once.
Anthony just called to make a salient point and then hung up.
I set it up really nicely, and he hung up on me before the big fucking payoff. So all I did was give him a good phone call and a good topic. He had a good idea. It was a very good comment.
We could replay that.
Oh, I was
I would
got it
love
right
to
here.
hear that.
All right, but first we'll end with that. Remember a little event called 9/11?
Yeah. I think I do, sure.
It was happening in New York, but he's broadcasting from Chicago. And
yeah.
He's another one of these guys that has to always turn around and make it about himself.
Make it about him.
So this is what was his big concern on 9/11 as buildings were falling down all over the fucking place.
Guys,
we are I mean, L.A. has no tall buildings.
Well, wait a minute.
It's an earthquake zone.
Wait a minute. What is the biggest building? Hold on a second. We have our own zip code here. I broadcast from a building with very political ties. The Kennedy family started this. It's called the Merchandise Mart, and it is second only in...
Hold on. Look, you don't go the Twin Towers, the Pentagon, potentially the White House, and then the Merchandise Mart. They really, Al-Qaeda, the Taliban, whatever, Al-Qaeda, they weren't gunning for the Merchandise Mart. Holy shit. I think, given the choice, if the fucking pilot, that savage pilot was aiming his plane down and saw the Merchandise Mart or a Petco, he'd probably hit the Petco.
Oh, my God.
Why?
Listen, though, he's got to make it about himself.
Yeah.
One of the biggest events ever. He's got to somehow figure out how it's going to affect him at that moment.
A building with very political ties. The Kennedy family started this. It's called the Merchandise Mart, and it is second only in size to the Pentagon.
You want to go home?
It's a target.
Maybe we should.
No, I don't want to go home.
So
I feel like
it out. And now, as you can see, the entire floor is burning.
Holy shit. No, I don't want to go home. I'm going to be brave here at the Merchandise Mart, which is target number 6,842. There's not enough planes.
You just got the manifesto?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The manifesto.
I had to go to page 250 to realize it might be a threat.
There's not enough planes. They would actually be out of every type of aircraft where maybe a hang glider with a hang glider with a guy with an M80.
Or paper planes.
Paper planes
Just
being
taping
thrown
firecrackers to paper planes.
We're under attack here. Turd. We're at the merchandise mart, turd. Ugh.
And then this.
Is that the merchandise mart?
Yeah. And then
it's
this.
Not big at all.
And then this on 9/11.
All right, I have got to. I want to go look.
Wait a minute. So that building isn't the big one in Chicago?
No,
it's not tall. The
that's
merchandise mart is not
Sears
that tall.
Towers.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
That's the building.
It's the Sears Tower and the Hancock building.
Are we looking at a 6-story building?
Yes, but it's a block
2,
long.
3, 4, 5, 7-story building.
7-story tall
in the middle of
building.
Chicago. He's worried that a plane's going to hit that. Back in 2001.
Wouldn't you go for the fucking Sears Tower?
I thought that was just another name for the Sears Tower. For real. I'm like, that's
no.
They would go for the Sears Tower way before this dumb little 7-story building.
It has its own zip code because it's just a massive.
It's a long building.
Yeah, it's a big building, but it's not high.
No, it's not high.
That's stupid.
What
Just
a
stop
fucking
it.
asshole.
Just stop, you fucking fraud.
Then he continues with this.
All right, I have got to. I want to go look, guys. I'm in a building that could possibly be targeted.
I am angry now.
He's making it about him with his phony fucking voice. Can you believe this guy?
Real.
Yeah, 8 years later, and listening to this is making me angry because I remember what that was like to be in New York, and even us. We knew we were fine. Mm-hmm. We knew we were fine out on Long Island.
You just knew, but then we had to come back to this.
Broadcasting.
We came back to the city on September 12th. That's
Yeah,
right, the next
the
day.
12th.
And we were in a big building, but even then,
you knew
it would be so easy to go, yeah, we weren't really sure. No, we knew we were
All
safe.
the planes
and
were
the threat was
grounded
over.
over the United States and everything. We were fine.
Right.
And to tell you the truth, we would have broadcasted from our own building. We couldn't get into Manhattan.
Yeah, they shut
pretty
down
much
everything.
shut down Manhattan, but we were going to broadcast from
What a douche.
the building that we were in. But this guy is like, look, I'm in a building that could potentially be targeted. Importantness that is Mancow and turd. My God, what if they get turd? Shut up.
Look up the building for yourself on Google. I think it was 7 stories.
Pathetic.
That was it. With tall buildings around it, by the way.
That's why.
So it'd be hard to even have a plane run into this
You'll
one.
never be accepted as a conservative talk show host, you fucking lame dummy. Because of shit like this, you're an embarrassment. 9/11, and you try to make it about you being in danger when firemen are running up fucking the Twin Towers and they're collapsing. But you had to make it about you potentially being in danger.
As people are jumping to their deaths.
Drama fucking queen. What a cunt. I hate this motherfucker. I hate Mancow.
Yeah, people jumping to their deaths because they don't want to burn alive. They'd rather die that way, and you're worried. You're in a 7-story building, really?
Yeah, just
Here's the rest of the clip.
All right, I have got to. I want to go look, guys. I'm in a building that could possibly be targeted. Second in size, only in America, to the White House, or excuse me, to the Pentagon, called the Merchandise Mart. And I'm going to.
Pentagon has already been hit.
Guys,
I hope you'll forgive me. I want to go call my family, and I will continue to broadcast. We'll be right back.
That was fake.
Oh, you
that was fake
fucking
drama.
You fake.
That was so fake.
And he's still a phony. That's the same kind of with the waterboarding just before that we listened to. That was more recent. Let me tell you something. That absolutely is torture. And by the way, who cares if it's torture? They're using it on fucking criminals. Good.
And I explained myself, Aaron. The fucking Merchandise Mart, Sears Tower is the Merchandise Mart. I didn't know if that was another name. I've never been to Chicago.
Hey, lighten up, Chicago.
Right, I didn't know. I assume maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a different name. Because what? Know why I assume that? I'll be honest with you. Because he's selling it so much. I'm like, oh, wow, he's got to be in the Sears Tower. And even if he was, he would be safe.
You fucking come here and do a little talk about the Flatiron Building and Times Square and the Chrysler Building. Go ahead, do a little riff on it. you dolt.
What else you want to play from here? There's just so much.
You know
good
what
stuff.
happens when you assume? That's right. You make an assume out of and e.
You stink. Shit.
Here's a piece of his demo.
I love it.
Here's a piece of his demo.
His demo?
He's trying to get other stations to hire him.
Because it feels so empty without me.
Shut me down because I say it the way it is.
This looks like a job for me, so everybody
All right.
just follow
We are
me,
here.
'cause we need a little controversy.
Welcome to Free Speech, taking more calls than any other radio show in America. We want to give you a voice, 1-888-2-MANCOW. I guess because, you know, the first day back in San Francisco here on a major powerhouse station, man. This is exciting. 100,000 watts. You ought to see the footprint on this thing. We basically cover. This is basically everyone in California is hearing us right now, so this is cool.
Awesome.
Shut up.
Everyone in California, really? You're on a dumb AM station out of San Francisco?
Isn't there a 50,000 watt limit?
That's a few years ago now. God.
Every word out of his mouth is
a lie.
Bullshit. Is just utter bullshit.
When Howard left CBS,
he
went on Hannity, this Mancow, and claimed this.
This is all.
And I said, wait till number one fails, wait till the second stern replacement fails, and then the third stern replacement's going to be you.
That's great. I get to be the third stern replacement. You can tell this guy thinks the world of me.
Right. I replaced a legend in New York by the name of Bob Grant.
Right.
And I was the third replacement.
him. Yeah, well, you're not in New York. But listen, Sean, here's the thing. You never want to come on after a show that was popular, and I understand that. And I never wanted to do it. I never, ever, and it was offered to me at one point, and I don't want to do it. I didn't want to do it. And the thing is, why?
So let me get this straight, Anthony.
Yeah.
Mancow was offered Howard's gig, which was worth, by the way, millions and millions of dollars.
Yeah.
And he chose that not to do it, right?
Yep.
He said no to millions and millions of dollars.
No,
right?
I don't want to be in the number one radio market.
Right, broadcasting.
And have a lot of money, and
Fucking liar.
And it was offered to me at one point, and I don't want to do it. I didn't want to do it. And the thing is, why would I want that? The audiences have left. I got to go build an audience for a company that I don't like. I'm fine here where I'm working for people I like. Sometimes.
By the way, we spoke with a lot of management about that, and they confirmed that, no, he was never even considered for the job.
The only reason
they can't stand Mancow.
He was actually calling them trying to get the gig.
Yeah, he was calling them and sending demo tapes and begging to get the gig. It was never offered to him. He is full of shit.
Business is just filled with liars.
Oh. One honest moment out of that motherfucker would be fantastic. And I bet it would be sucking on a big cock. I'm being honest right now.
So, a couple years ago, Mancow went after us, so we beat him up because it's easy to beat him up.
Yeah,
it's kind of boring at this point.
Phony.
But we decided Anthony needs to confront the guy. So Anthony, we talked to the phone screener, and the phone screener didn't know it was Anthony. From Opie and Anthony.
I was going to make a prank call.
Right.
I was making a prank phone call.
Just thought it was going to be a good call. So Anthony's on hold, and we're like, holy shit, you're going to finally get to rip into Mancow.
I thought up a topic that was relevant to what they were talking about, with enough information to the screener that he would go, okay, they put me on for this, and they indeed put me on hold. He said, all right, wait for the cow, and then they gave me all the preliminary, what I have to do and what I have to say.
Do you want to hear that part?
Oh, please, because it exposes him again for being such a phony.
Right.
They instruct you to say things to make Mancow seem bigger and more important and more loved than he is.
Yeah. By the way, if you're keeping track at home, they're bouncing today.
Holy shit, I missed them.
They're bouncing.
Damn it.
Not that long bounce either.
The little
yeah,
bubble,
a slow, heavy, full bounce.
Oh, but
she does.
But
have
pops
nice
right back.
full ones.
You know the ones that pop right back.
Yeah.
Bounce, pop back. Yeah. So Anthony talking to the phone screener so he could get on live, and then he's going to set up a nice phone call with Mancow, and then rip into him.
Mancow, what's your topic?
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm great.
What do you want to say to Mancow?
Want to talk to the cow today? A little bit about this situation with Britain and the sailors.
Okay, what do you want to say about that?
I want to say I believe that the United States is being kept out of this by Britain because we have such a bad world view that people look at the United States as troublemakers, and I think Britain is kind of snubbing us on this one.
Okay, so they're keeping the USA out of it?
Yeah, it's a statement has been released from Britain that wants the United States to lay back on this and not get involved. We should be all over this subject, all over it. And the president's not even commenting, and that is because Britain has told us not to, because the world view of the United States is very poor, and this wouldn't help. They said it wouldn't help for the United States to become involved.
Huh. What's your first name?
Tony.
Where are you calling from?
Calling from New York. Oops. Listening online.
Very good. A couple of things for the show, man. Got to keep your radio or your audio down.
Got it.
Keep your comments clean, short and sweet, to the point, and start off by saying, Mancow, love you, love your show, okay?
You got it.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
That's great. You had to say, love you, love the show. Who the fuck instructs their screener to tell the listeners to say, Mancow, love you, love the show? It's self-adulation. If we go to the phones and someone goes, hey, love you guys, whatever, that's cool.
Yeah, they weren't instructed.
Right, no, we don't instruct.
Oh, my God.
It's embarrassing.
Hey, Mancow, love you, love the show.
So here's how it went down.
So here's the... Now,
so
by the way...
stage one worked out perfect.
Now, hold on, because, by the way, I was going to fucking unload on Mancow. Obviously, this is a great setup for my prank that I was going to do and unload on him about how phony he is and everything. But this was my way of getting in, loosening them up, getting their guard down so I could attack.
Sure it was, fanboy.
Tony in New York, hello.
Mancow, love you, love the show, man.
Thank you, buddy.
Hey, I want to talk a little bit about this Britain situation with the sailors that were taken hostage, as I see it. There's a problem. I don't see the president speaking out on this, and now I'm hearing that the United States has been told not to comment by Britain because of the world view of our country. The British are telling us to please stay out of this so as not to make trouble. I see this as maybe Britain turning on us a little bit as an ally in this situation. What do you think about this?
Well, I think that's a brilliant thing. I think that's a brilliant question.
Thank you, Mancow.
Thing to bring up.
Yeah.
I think we need to keep our nose out of it right now. I think we got. We're like that. Well, Sam Childers knew this pygmy woman in Uganda, and she's a nice girl. She's always sticking her nose in people's business. And I think we need to keep our nose out of everybody's business right now. And I think England is saying, let us handle it. And I'm okay with that for now. But you better believe if it starts to hit the fan, once again, we'll be there to save them. It's the Mancow Show.
I got a little too engrossed in my setup.
I think it was probably 2 seconds from unloading.
I was so close to I just wanted my spot. I was hoping for a little follow-up maybe. I didn't know he was one of those shows that takes the question and then hangs up on the guy that gives you the question so he can finish without being interrupted. So that was very disheartening because all I did was give him what he dubbed a brilliant question.
Well, and we beat you up.
Oh, yeah. Cut me off. I knew that was going to happen, too.
Yeah, it was. You should have done them in the middle. It was tough, though. It was actually a valid question.
I was waiting to come back. That's why I said, do you? Like that.
Would it be funny if Anthony just became a caller to the Mancow Show and never confronted him?
That's pretty much what just happened, Jimmy. I just gave him a good call. That's what the beeps.
Way to go. How funny would it be if someone overheard that and thought he handled such this is what we're looking for, and all of a sudden we were fired and he was put on in every market. Thanks a lot for
brilliant.
Nothing.
There you go.
I guess that was the one we replayed on terrestrial.
Yeah,
huh?
who knows?
Well, I missed terrestrial. That was the days of fun, huh?
I love beeps. Yeah.
Commercial break. Cars for Care. Right.
Wow.
1-800. Oh, shit.
All right, we're going to take a break.
Fucking radio stinks.
Sad day for radio, Anthony.
Why? Oh my God, I hate these sad days for radio.
Yeah, if you could turn down the music, because this is a sad day for radio. Really,
we don't want
very serious.
Any music playing during this? So
if we could turn down the music, that would be very nice. Yes.
Eliminate the music. Yeah. Thank you.
We're learning this morning that Mancow got kicked off the radio in Chicago. Very sad day for radio today.
Now go home and get your fucking shine box.
Yeah. The master.
But the good news, he's not really known in Chicago, so, it was one of those smaller markets that he was in that didn't really understand Mancow.
He has said so much shit about everybody and us.
Oh, yeah. Now he's got
a satellite radio. And
now he's got to try to go back to shock jock radio. He turned his back on that whole thing. He turned his back on edgy stuff.
Yeah.
And now what? Now that he tried to go legit, quote legit. I think those guys are more insane than we are.
You know what
the shit they spew.
You know what the problem is? He tried to go from dumb shock jock, hey turd, you're driving toward the wall, the airbag's gonna go off. Are you okay, turd? To Sean Hannity. You can't do that. Well, it doesn't work.
Well, the article that came out, they wish he turned into a Sean Hannity. They wanted him to turn into a Sean Hannity.
But he can't.
They said they want to bring, what do they say, respectability back to right-wing talk or something, or conservative talk.
Yeah, respectability and credibility. Because he had no credibility as a conservative talk show host. If you want to talk politics, that's one thing, but don't sit there and think you're someone else or try to fool the audience into thinking you're Hannity or Limbaugh or something.
Right.
They cultivated their on-air persona.
Of course.
Now, we know, Hannity, and I assume Rush, it's a similar situation where you have an on-air persona that is based on who you are, but, I mean, Hannity isn't constantly talking about politics when you see him.
Right.
But they have credibility. They are able to conduct intelligent interviews with politicians, and they don't constantly inject their their inane opinions. You might not agree with them, but they usually have facts to back them up, and they're educated on what they're talking about. Mancow went in there thinking, one day it's, hey, turd, and the next day it's, talking about the government and conservatism and his family values and this bullshit. And no one bought this. No one bought it. His bosses didn't buy it, having to put out a statement saying, we want credibility to return to conservative talk. That says he's not a credible guy. He sucked. So, back to fucking getting a haircut on a bridge, you cunt. Fucking hate that guy. Fuck him.
He really is a douchebag.
Fuck him. Back to making your stupid insurance commercials. Oh, how embarrassing.
Do you have insurance on this car?
No.
And then a big eagle.
What's that?
It's Eagle Woman.
It's your boss. He's going to shit on your head and tell you to pack your stuff.
Look, she's dropping her rates.
You can't beat this.
Eagle guarantees the lowest auto rates in Illinois.
How bad do you want to be on
Look
TV?
Look at those low rates.
Oh,
how bad do you need to be on TV? Yuck. Yuck. Just look up Eagle Woman and Mancow on YouTube.
And that girl was a terrible actress.
They both were horrendous.
Well, he was not good.
No.
She was awful.
Fuck, Amy, come back and see us soon, man.
Thanks.
It's been too long. Amy Schumer rules.
Absolutely.
Good friend of the show and a very funny comic.
Was this your least favorite radio appearance ever?
No, but it's up there.
Have you had any bad ones on the road?
I had a bad one yesterday.
What was the bad one?
I did a show called Mancow. Have you heard of that show?
What did that douchebag do? We hate that fucking guy.
Oh, really? It was he called me because
Right.
I was like 10:30 in the
Because he's
morning.
a fucking phone.
And he's
Hey,
like,
Amy, why don't you come on the show?
I didn't know anything about it, so I
Fake
wasn't
dumb
prepared.
voice.
So he's
Yeah.
like, Amy, what do you do when you take it to the road? And I was like, oh, well, first of all, I don't call it taking it to the road. So I should start
road.
there. And then and it was all these like sound effects.
Yeah,
and then he was
he's
like,
very
and
goofy and
you,
wacky.
and what'd he say? He goes, what do you talk about mostly? And I was like, my genitals, my private parts. And then they cut me off.
Oh,
What do you mean? That was the end of your
They hung
appearance?
up. They hung up on me.
I'm a Christian now, and I don't need people like that on my program.
It was all sound effects. It was like really weird, and I was just like,
he's a
what?
clown. He's a clown.
Asshole.
He's a radio clown.
It was yeah.
Why'd they call you?
yesterday.
Were you scheduled or was
Yeah.
it? Oh, you were. Okay.
Yeah, I was scheduled.
What a douche.
It was like I was just like, all right, yeah, that was bad.
He doesn't know what he's doing anymore. He used to have like a wacky show that was all about sex and this
Yeah.
and that.
Made a lot of money doing that, and then
he
turned his back on
decided
the
to
whole thing.
become like this. He wants to be like a political conservative talk show
And that
host.
wasn't working well, so
No
now
one-
he's sort of going back to what he used to,
No one
but
gives
a
him any
cleaner version.
credibility.
He's confused.
But then he's worried about like dirtiness on the radio because he has kids now. And
Oh, really? I didn't know any of that. All I know is that he was
asshole.
like being like really show busy, and I just like
show busy.
So I tried to like level the playing field by talking about my pussy. And then he hung up on me.
That is the great equalizer in a conversation.
Right.
I have a cunt.
Right.
I have a cunt.
What about this wound that won't heal?
So what do you do when you take it to the road?
Oh God,
Take
what a
it to the
nightmare!
road,
I was like,
shut
"What are you
up.
talking about? Is that
What's that
does
even
anybody say
mean?
that?" Right?
I'm bad on the. I'm a bad phone guest though.
You are.
I stink on the phone.
Really?
Yeah. I'm really a bad phone. And,
Good on the
You guys
phone.
continue.
no, I'm not.
Continue talking.
I'm
heard
really
you.
bad on the phone.
Yeah, we just start packing
no.
up.
Yeah, you guys
We're
are like
the
in the
worst.
car.
Yeah,
Like,
talk to Amy
yeah,
about how
yeah.
bad you are on the phone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's just
They're like,
start
"Come back
packing our
again." They're
shit
out
up.
the door.
Yeah, great.
I've just never been able to keep people's interest when I talk.
Yeah.
Why? Because your best friends are leaving
We're
while
just
you're
packing our
mid-sentence.
shit up while you're talking about your
HotelFredonia.com for Amy Schumer.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, Amy. Friday.
AmySchumer.com.
In the last month of shows, all their promos have just been callers saying how much they like John and Jeff, and then it's just the John and Jeff
Call
show.
and make that promo for them.
unless you're told by the screener. Now make sure you say love you, love the show,
Yeah.
and then
So I just wanted to make sure we had a couple
Love
of
that
these
one.
from last year for
Oh, man.
nostalgia's sake.
But then you follow suit.
yeah, I did.
You sure did. You
Then
gave
I
a
gave
great call.
call and a great subject. What a
Yeah.
dick!
You
I got
made it-
so excited.
You actually made his show that
I
day.
got so excited I
I'm
couldn't.
breaking shit
I
over
couldn't
here.
drop the bomb. I wanted to drop the big bomb, and
Funniest fucking moment ever was you just making a real point and getting hung up.
I got hung up on, and then they just started elaborating on my point. I added to the program.
It was probably turned into like an hour-long phone topic.
I know.
For him. He made his day a lot easier.
Great.
I wanted to, and I was just ready to dive in, and
The whole purpose was to beat the shit out of Mancow that day.
I was a good
Fucking
caller for his
Mancow.
show.
Where has he been? Is he around?
He's rocking.
He's rocking.
Oh, is he?
Oh, yeah.
What fake radio is he doing these days? Make him believe he's political now, because that's
Yeah, he's doing-
that's what's hot out
He's
there.
political talk for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, do we have that call?
You want to
You
hear?
want to hear the call? This was when we were.
I don't even remember, but Mancow once again was pissing us off with his horse shit.
Yeah.
He's a shock jock when that's popular. Now he's a political talk show host because that's popular. Who's the real
Failing
Mancow?
miserably.
Who the fuck knows?
Turd.
And I don't even remember.
Turd. Turd.
But then,
Turd?
Turd.
can we play Turd going into the wall? It's
I
my
want to hear
favorite bit
Turd
of all
going
time.
into the wall too.
E-Rock always,
This is great.
E-Rock always wanted to be Turd growing up.
Turd.
E-Rock wanted to be the
And
next
now he
Turd.
is.
Yes. Now he just wants to be as good as a turd. Sorry, Oregon.
The best part about this prank is the fact that you can't tell that it was done in a production studio. It's amazing.
What do you mean it was done in a production studio?
No, you can't tell.
No, I don't think
The
it was.
Turd driving into a wall.
I
and
think
to
he
test
drove
the
into a
airbag?
He
wall.
actually went into
No,
a
no,
wall.
I think so.
That's what
It's
I have
so
to
real.
believe after listening to this.
It's so real.
so real.
You'd think they'd fake it because it's so dangerous.
Yeah.
But
And
they
they
didn't. Because Turd does stuff for real.
And we've never heard the same exact sound effects on
No.
the discs that
No.
are all over the place.
Nope, not at all.
That's what makes Turd turd.
Turd?
Turd?
Turd? I need that for my machine now.
I
man.
love that. Turd?
I'm going to claim that one, Ann, if that's okay with you. I need turd on my machine. Fucking turd.
Hey, go ahead. Take turd.
I think this one was so big that it was on one of his CDs.
Good.
Here, what's up?
Actress helps fight sex crime, and it's fucking the chick from Precious.
The chick from
Of course she
Precious.
does.
Look at that arm. Ugh.
Every time you want to rape someone, she shows up and your dick wilts.
Let's hear the phone call.
Oh, we're going with turd first.
A turd first?
No,
Okay.
Turd's not in the system. That's Eric's got that on his CD.
Oh, E-Rock's...
He's got to pull it off his...
Unlike Sam, who ran down the hall,
E-Rock's
is
sauntering
is
down.
sauntering.
He throws his arms up.
We're live on the air. You could sprint 10 yards.
You ever see Sam hustle down that hallway?
Yeah.
A lot lighter than me.
Oh, man. No,
E-Rock
he's
is
using
more,
his weight.
he's more heavy set.
E-Rock's giving up just in time for his wedding.
He really is gaining weight.
Oh, he's
Most
giving
people,
up.
most people don't give up just in time for their wedding.
Wow,
They make it look
E-Rock.
good right up to the wedding.
He's going to have fat guy wedding pictures.
He's going to have fat guy wedding pictures.
You don't want fat guy wedding pictures.
You don't want them if you don't have to be fat. I understand there's large people out there, and you do what you can. That's fine.
Truth of the matter is...
But E-Rock is not supposed to be a fat guy.
He's
And
gaining
that's why we
weight
beat
for
the
the
shit
wedding.
out of him.
The truth is, though, you're probably at your best right before you get married.
Right.
On average, a lot of guys are in good shape. They're in their good, and the girls too, in good shape right before they get married. And then after marriage, it's very hard to get better physically when you're married.
So you're saying he's going to need to get his wedding band resized because his fingers getting chubbier?
Yes. This is the best we're going to see E-Rock look right here.
His shirt is terrible, too.
Oh, it's terrible today.
It's
What's
another
going on?
awful shirt.
Yeah.
All I want to do is play Mancow stuff. I got the disc in front of me. I mean, you got the fake air horn bit he did. You got the
yes.
You got the fake cleaning off the boss's desk bit.
Oh, God, no, that one.
You got the where he claims that he was called to replace Stern. And we worked for CBS. And to this
They
day,
called me.
To this day, even though we don't really get along with those guys as much anymore, to this day they laugh at that clip. They said that he wasn't even being considered. His name never even came up.
I know.
I could completely prove that with one phone call. Oh my, pale head, chicken legs. The bits just go on and on.
They're amazing.
But you want to hear the car crash with who's in this?
Who's the guy?
Turd?
Oh, Turd.
There he is.
Turd?
Here's Turd. This was
love that
the big bit that day for Mancow.
Yeah, this is great.
Phony Mancow.
Look at this.
Turd?
Yes, sir.
Are you ready, bud?
15 miles an hour. He's going to give us the countdown as he goes racing.
The engine
you know
noise is constant through the whole thing.
Yeah.
You don't hear, like, it doesn't waver at all. Like, he's increasing in speed, but it's just...
Hold on.
Bleh, bleh.
I know what you're doing, Ann, and it's brilliant, and
I love this.
it leads to a bit. How many things we could find wrong with this bit? All right.
I was just going to say also that not only does the the engine,
so that's one.
not really go anywhere,
Anthony's engine sounds the
but
same.
the engine sound isn't coming in over the phone. The engine sound is
in the
is
studio.
in the studio.
Yeah.
Right.
You hear this sound from Turd. The phone noise.
Yeah.
But the engine itself is in the studio.
You'd think he would at least be in a car.
See,
Yeah. You would think.
So you would run, if you did this bit properly, you would run the whole bit through a phone.
You'd
Yes.
probably get in the car, get in the parking lot,
Or even if you use
and
a sound
drive
effects,
around.
you would
Yeah,
throw
yeah,
that
yeah.
through a phone filter type thing.
Right.
So that's one. Plus, Ann said the engine stays the same sound throughout the whole bit. And I want to add that no one would be nervous going 15 miles an hour.
No.
He's already freaking out at 15
At
miles an
15.
hour. So that's 3 things wrong with the bit so far.
Turd?
Yes, sir.
Are you ready, bud?
15 miles an hour. He's going to give us the countdown as he
20.
goes racing into the side of a factory.
25. 30.
30 miles an hour.
And then, of course, let's point out that the hole is freaking out in the background, doing her role
If
perfectly.
anything happens to him, Cow.
She doesn't want anything bad.
She said?
Yeah.
Not the turd.
It's really low in the mix. So that's one good thing that Mancow did that day, keeping the hole nice and low in the mix.
30 miles an hour.
35.
35 miles an hour right now.
Oh my.
Maximum speed of 65. A long course has been set up.
Oh my God.
Come on, turd.
Oh, they lost the call. I hope Turd is okay.
They
Turd.
How fake. That is the worst bit I've ever heard.
Look, have we been perfect with our bits over the years?
Oh,
I'll be
no.
the first one to say abso-fucking-lutely
Oh,
not.
hell no.
But holy shit, how bad is that?
Oh, the crash. I've heard that before on sound effects CDs.
Can we get some sound effects and make E-Rock drive into a factory tonight?
Yes.
I think that would be
Entenmann's.
You want to force
Go on the other side, it'll be empty. He likes cake.
Oh, he loves it.
You want to force E-Rock to redo the bit?
Yeah, yeah.
In the production room?
You know, we really should. Get him
Because he's a good actor,
room
too.
Yeah.
and have E-Rock do the turd into the wall bit.
And he also has to do Mancow's part, too.
Good idea.
He has to do the whole bit
Good
himself.
idea.
Wow, just do it himself?
You have to... What's this?
What?
Me doing the bit.
Wait, what?
We already did this bit?
We have Alzheimer's.
Twice.
Oh, we did the bit twice?
Wow.
How did that happen?
Jesus.
Like in the last year and a half.
What's
Are
wrong
you
with us?
kidding
We made
me?
you do the bit?
Yeah, we've aired it.
Wow. Fuck out of here.
How did the kid in the fat suit remember it? Nobody else Sorry,
Oh, shit.
No.
Oh, he's doing a Steve strategy.
That's what Steve
Yes.
did. That strategy
I'd
didn't do.
kiss you and hug
That
you.
wasn't...
Yes.
Wow, getting older, this show is more fun because every day it's new to us.
Every day we get new material.
We actually did this bit.
Oh, why would, you know what, though? Thinking about it, if we played it, we absolutely would have made E-Rock do it.
All right, here's E-Rock doing that exact same bit.
All right, guys, I'm ready. 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Uh-oh, E-Rock. 45.
Oh, no. Is E-Rock okay?
Oh, what happened to E-Rock?
E-Rock drove into a factory.
Of course he did it by himself. No one cared enough to play along with
That
him.
is great.
Holy shit, he did the bit.
Forgot.
All right, let me say hi to Mike in Missouri. Mikey.
Mike.
Hey guys, love you. Love the show.
What's up?
Hey man, after you get done with this one, can you play the one where Mancow and Turd are in that dirigible throwing them? I think it was bra.
I was the
Bra
one.
bombs. They're bra bombs.
I was the one that said we weren't perfect with our stupid bits.
Bra bombing.
Yeah.
He's not even in the same class, guys.
I have to say, the end of the bra bombing bit was not good.
No, that sucked ass.
The end of that bit was really not solid.
Oh no!
But I don't.
You got to look at all. You got to look at all our bits. Is what I say.
Look, you have to celebrate our entire catalog.
That's right.
And
Even
Mancow,
Zeppelin had a few duds.
Mancow didn't spend a month tearing apart all of his old material the way you guys took your AAF show.
Well, that's
and
yeah,
just
exactly.
dismantled yourselves.
That's why the Carter and Jackie thing that we started the show off with is so stupid. We made fun of ourselves as
when
far
you
as
guys-
the Hall & Oates thing. They thought they were breaking new ground, like Ann said.
Remember when you guys broke into your boss's office to get those Aerosmith tickets?
Oh yeah,
And we played all that on the air and beat the shit out of ourselves.
Yes, you did.
But these guys take themselves way too seriously, and they think these bits are actually good and
Ooh, turd?
stand the test of time.
turd.
Which one you want to hear next? I don't even know Snap, Crackle, Call. All right, I'll list them.
They're all fake, by the way.
Phone scam. You got Cheers. You got Chicken Legs. You got Palehead. Rocky Blessing. Air horn to ear. Cleaning off boss's desk.
Oh, desk, I think.
And then the famous replacement lie that he told Hannity.
God, I don't know. I like the desk, I think.
You want to go desk?
Clean off the
We
boss.
haven't played these in a while, have we?
No, it's been quite
Anytime
a
the
while.
boss is involved, look out.
Yeah.
Because this is dangerous.
Okay.
This is dangerous.
And I do you know who does this bit? I'm trying to remember.
Turd?
That's right, turd again. Okay.
I'm going to get fired for this.
You're not going to get fired. I won't let you get fired. I'll protect you, man.
You're going up to bat for me?
All right. Go.
Why are you whispering on the radio? Why are you whispering on the radio?
That's a really good point. Why would you whisper on the radio?
Hey, we're going to try to get away with this, okay?
Don't tell anybody. Shh. Whispering.
That's a good point.
I'm going to get fired for this.
You're not going to get fired. I won't let you get fired. I'll protect you, man.
You're going up to bat for me?
All right. Go ahead. You have the gas.
You think Turd wanted to be in Jackass?
Oh, so
and he got stuck with the stupid Mancow. Knowing a little bit about Turd, I bet you he actually wanted to do all this stuff. And Mancow's like, no, we gotta just fake it. Faking is good enough.
Ed, you have the gas-powered leaf blower?
Yeah.
Turn it on and go into his office and clean off his desk. This is National Clean Off Your Boss's Desk Week. Turd?
Yeah.
You ought to see this office,
Turd?
too. This guy is like...
I think there was an edit there, huh?
Turd!
Get back in the kitchen, Wang!
Hey, Wang!
Oh.
Can we play that?
Yes.
I just want to play bad radio bits
God,
today.
radio is a fucking atrocious.
So, do you got some Chinese food there, Wang?
Yes.
Yeah? Do you deliver?
Yes.
Yeah? Can you deliver here?
Yes.
Yeah, do you got some chow mein?
Yes.
That's how the bit went.
Was it that bad?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. It was just that edited crap.
And then the famous line in that bit is, get back in the kitchen, Wang.
Yeah.
And then you hear, yes.
Yeah, hey, do you beat your wife?
Well, sometimes I do.
Oh, the bad.
It's like the bad edit.
Sometimes I do.
Do we have that one?
Sometimes I like doing that.
Is that on one of the bad? Is that on one of the bad AF?
It's just horrible. I hate those. You can so tell they cut off the fucking shit.
It's just awful.
Is that on one of the bad AF CDs?
I'm sure.
Do we have that somewhere?
Hey, Wang, maybe it's on.
B-Rock's listen, right?
Under Unusual
probably not.
Suspects, dude.
We had to be a part of their horseshit. Ugh. Whatever. Here's the cleaning off the desk.
Turd?
Yeah.
You ought to see this office, too. This guy is like really, really anal.
Of course.
Turn it on, man. I want to hear it. Okay, tell me when you're in the office. Tell me when you're in the office.
Can I ask you a question?
Are you in there?
Yeah.
If you were whispering a second ago, why would you be laughing loudly?
And running a leaf blower.
Yeah, that kind of defeats the purpose of whispering.
Well,
it's okay. Cal's got the turds back.
And, at the time, he was going to replace Howard with this amazing fucking radio.
Great stuff.
Of course. He was, of course, the guy that should replace Howard.
Holy shit.
He was the one. He was the chosen one with these bits.
Shite.
Fucking man, Cal, go fuck yourself.
Oh.
Are you in there?
What's on the desk?
Turd! What the hell is going on? I can hear papers being shredded.
Can you?
What's going on?
I've got him shredded.
What?
It's shredded all his papers.
Turn off the thing. Turn it off. Turn it off. He can't turn it off. Turn it off.
That's how it ends.
That's how it ends.
Why couldn't
it
you
faded out because if he
unplug it?
turned it off, it would have just cut right off when they hit the stop button.
Well, they probably
would have went. Wah.
They probably found a sound effect. They probably found a sound effect that was 5 minutes long, so they didn't know really how to turn it off. So they had to fade it out. You know what's even more sad?
It did sound like a vacuum cleaner, not a leaf blower. But
you know what's even more sad? This show was huge in Chicago.
Yeah, I know.
With shit like this show
Whatever.
was fucking huge in Chicago.
Because the common man likes to hear somebody giving it back to the boss.
Ah, Sam, right?
Yeah.
See?
Well,
Sam's
Sam,
got
it reminds me of the time that we actually had a couple have sex. Not only just sex, anal sex.
Yeah. Yes.
On Ken Stevens' leather couch.
Yeah,
And there's a guy here at Sirius XM that we don't talk to anymore, unfortunately, for whatever reason. Maybe someday he could explain that to us. Who actually saw it, so he could prove this went down. We didn't fake a couple having sex on the boss's couch. We did it.
Turd, you got your peanuts in her ass, turd. Turd.
I spit omelet out.
We got to move on to John and Jeff, but you want one more bit, Ant?
Yes.
You're being very funny today.
Oh, thank you, Jimmy.
Let's see. We did the car crash. We did the cleaning off boss's desk. What happened?
What about just that impression? And did you have his penis in our ass?
He's a stupid turd. Does everything Cow asks of him.
Cow's got his back.
Yeah, he does. He's such an idiot.
You want to go air horn to
Air
the
horn
ear?
to the ear.
Snap, crackle, call.
That sounds like something hacky.
I don't remember it. Rocky blessing, pale head, chicken legs, or cheers.
I don't know what those mean. Like, you can't tell by the titles. Just pick one. Fuck it.
The crackle one sounds good.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
intriguing me.
I really don't know what this one is. I'm sure we played it too.
Turds in it.
Who's in it?
I hope turds in it.
Who?
Turd?
All morning, please.
Turd?
But it doesn't even make sense. Just throw that in today.
Do you have the bowl of Rice Krispies?
I have a bowl of Rice Krispies.
Do you?
That doesn't sound like turd.
What?
Uh-oh.
No. Is it a caller?
Uh-oh. What happened?
Where's turd?
Have the milk.
I have milk.
Put the phone in the bag. Put the bag in the bowl. Put the milk in the bowl.
All right.
And we want to hear it.
All right, here it goes into the bag.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That sounds like what's his name from that Scott Shannon show.
Oh, yeah?
Todd?
Todd
Pettingale?
Sounds like Todd. Is this a Mancow bit? It sounds like Todd.
Is it a Mac?
That might be a little too obscure and a little too inside for the people. I'm sorry.
Milk in the bowl.
All right.
And we want to hear it.
All right, here it goes into the bag.
It's in the bag. Now it's going to go in the bowl.
Must be the milk.
No, that's the cereal. No, that's the milk right there. Oh, there it is.
That's the sound I hear when a woman talks.
See, instead of snap, crackle, pop, that's snap, crackle, call.
Right. Okay, now I get it.
Turd?
We should give that bit to Carter and Jackie.
Yeah.
They would do well with that one.
They could do that.
We can't leave with that one. We should do one more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rocky blessing, palehead, chicken legs, cheers, or air horn. One more. This is the final one.
Just pick one. I have
Come
no
on,
idea.
pick one. Jimmy, please. Cheers, chicken legs, palehead, Rocky blessing.
I'm going to have to say Rocky.
Yeah.
Rocky.
Let's go for it.
All right, let's go for it. Is right.
Hey, can I talk to the father, please?
Both of them are unavailable at this time. Is there a message I can take, or is there something I can help you with?
Hey, yo, this is Rocky Balboa. I was wondering if they could...
Isn't Rocky a pretty easy impression to do? Jimmy, do Rocky.
Yeah.
Just show how easy it is.
I'll do Rocky for you. Say, Apollo. Hit me so hard, I'll be in next week or something. You know? Here's how you do Rocky.
Stephen Bezos says that sounds more like Rocky Dennis.
Take that, stupid.
How come God hit me with the ugly stick? he put a chromosome on Apollo Creed's glove.
That makes sense, though. That makes sense. For the bit, it makes sense, Jimmy. Come on. Don't beat yourself up.
I can't help it.
Oh, I was wondering if they could throw me down a few blessings.
I'm sorry, what was your name again?
Balboa.
Balboa, we can, we will always pray for you if that's what you're requesting.
Yeah, right.
I'll talk to the pastors about that for you.
I love it when the father does it, though. When he throws me down a few blessings, I was wondering if he could do it.
Hold on one moment.
Oh, wait 1 second, man. Father Carmine's over here. Let me, wait 1 second, man, okay?
Okay.
He's up in the window. Hey, yo, father! You threw down a few blessings? One, like, I don't mess up being Tommy Gunn's manager, and like, B, that he don't get his brains knocked in. Araquia, el nombre de Padre, el Espíritu, el Santo, Araquia. Hey, yo, thanks a lot, Father. I'll see you on Sunday.
Hello?
Father Carmine just came out of his window.
Oh, that's great. I'm glad.
Thanks a lot, man.
Goodbye.
Wow.
#1 in Chicago for
was-
many years.
Was that Mancow?
It was on his show.
Oh, was it?
Sounded like turd.
I have
Maybe
no
it was
idea.
turd.
Oh, okay.
Was that turd, you think?
Oh.
Turd?
Every time it's going to make me laugh.
Turd!
Keep me happy today. Just keep playing turd. Turd? There you go.
Wow.
We'll finish up this Mancow beating that came out of nowhere, by the way.
Part of Jocktober, I guess.
With one of his many lies.
Jocktober Classic.
This is when Stern was leaving regular radio to come to Sirius.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know why, but Hannity kind of likes the Mancow in his show every once in a while.
Oh.
And this goes back, obviously, a few years. And Mancow couldn't wait to get on Hannity to tell the world that he was being considered to replace Howard, which was just a complete fucking lie.
Yes.
And I said, wait till number one fails, wait till the second Stern replacement fails, and then the third Stern.
Wait, we were the second replacement for Stern.
Hey.
So Nick Cannon is the third.
Yeah.
And then the third Stern replacement's going to be you.
That's great. I get to be the third Stern replacement. You can tell this guy thinks the world of me.
Right.
I replaced a legend in New York by the name of Bob Grant.
Right.
And I was the third
Never heard
replacement.
of him.
Yeah, well, you're not in New York. But listen, Sean, here's the thing. You never want to come on after a show that was popular, and I understand that. And I never wanted to do it. I never, ever, and it was offered to me at one point, and I don't want to do it. I didn't want to do it.
Can I tell you something?
Oh, my God. How embarrassing.
There's not a radio guy alive that would not take that job, even though it would be a really tough spot, because the
Very
amount
tough.
of fucking money you can make.
Mm-hmm.
He's such a fucking liar. He
It was
never-
offered to me. I didn't take it, turd.
Here's a guy that tried to get in New York radio for his entire career, and I think he finally did it. I think he's doing like a weekend show on an AM station or something, doing political talk, because that's what's hot right now. He tried forever to get in, and he's now saying that he wouldn't have taken that job.
And it was offered to me at one point, and I don't want to do it. I didn't want to do it. And the thing is, why would I want that? The audiences have left. I got to go build an audience for a company that I don't like.
Yeah, if you're
I'm
that
fine
guy.
here where I'm working for people I like.
Really?
Sometimes.
Really?
The ones that threw your
booted
ass
you.
out?
Whatever. It's old news, obviously, but that's just a blatant lie. It's a good spin, though. If you were never asked, then you could turn around and make believe they did ask you, and you turned them down.
Maybe if he,
we should do that.
Maybe if he played car sound effects during saying that, when he was saying that he was offered the job.
Yeah.
I was offered the job. Or leaf blower. What an asshole.
You know what that bit was missing?
What?
Turd? Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Turd.
Because of that, we didn't do John and Jeff yet.
Oh, God.
Well, we still have them to look forward to.
All right, we'll break and do John and Jeff for Jocktober.
What a special day today is.
It is.
Do you guys still not want to hear Anthony calling Mancow?
Oh, fuck. We haven't even done that yet.
The fucking shit dick fanboy over here.
Yeah, my dumb fucking prank call that I didn't do the prank part.
That's the greatest moment.
I don't even remember the setup.
A prank call without the prank is a call.
Hey, is your refrigerator running? Yes, it is. Well, that's good to know. We're just checking.
Click.
I forgot, but we just got a hold of Mancow. We were going to finally have it out with him, and got on.
I got on. And I used the typical.
I can't even look at you.
I know. I used the typical thing you're supposed to do. Set it up.
Help the show.
Lull them into a false sense of security.
It was perfect.
And then you blast out the comment, whatever you want to do to ruin their show. Mm-hmm. But first you got to kind of throw a little real topic in there to get them off guard. Make it like you're one of their pals. But is this also the call where the screener tells me what I'm supposed to do?
That's not in the call. If you want to hear it first, I can grab it real quick. What he said?
Because it is so fucking
It is
phony.
pretty funny, is right.
It's just such a phony thing that they made all the callers do.
Right. We don't force callers to say something when they come on our show.
No,
if you want to say something cool, fine, and it's nice. But Mancow forced every caller to say "love you, love the show." I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have it. You want to hear it?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Keep your comments clean, short and sweet, to the point, and start off by saying, Mancow, love you, love your show, okay?
That was their screener.
Yeah, that's why we do Jocktober. This shit can't go unnoticed. Yeah. And then it was time for Anthony to finally confront Mancow, and this is how it went down.
Tony,
Tony in New York. Hello.
Mancow, love the show, man.
Thank you, buddy.
Hey, I want to talk a little bit about this Britain situation with the sailors that were taken hostage, as I see it. There's a problem. I don't see the president speaking out on this, and now I'm hearing that the United States has been told not to comment by Britain because of the world view of our country. The British are telling us to please stay out of this so as not to make trouble. I see this as maybe Britain turning on us a little bit as an ally in this situation. What do you think about this?
Well, I think that's a brilliant thing. I think that's a brilliant question.
Thank you, Mancow.
Thing to bring up.
Yeah.
I think we need to keep our nose out of it right now. I think we got. We're like that. Well, Sam Childers knew this pygmy woman in Uganda. And she's a nice girl. She's always sticking her nose in people's business.
That was it.
And I think we need to keep our nose out of everybody's business right now. And I think England is saying, let us handle it. And I'm okay with that for now. But you better believe if it starts to hit the fan, once again, we'll be there to save them. It's the Mancow Show.
Fucker cut me off. I knew that was going to happen, too.
Yeah, it was you should have done them in the middle. It was tough, though. It was actually a valid question.
I was waiting to come back. That's why I said, do you? Like, shit like that.
Wouldn't it be funny if Anthony just became a caller to the Mancow Show and never confronted him?
That's pretty much what just happened, Jimmy.
And we're back live.
Why did I wait so long?
We're all sitting there like...
I'm going to venture a guess because you're an idiot.
I'm an idiot.
Yeah, like...
I had so many opportunities to blurt something out.
Maybe you just realized it's actually a pretty good show.
I was like, I really kind of want to make my point first.
You spoke for 45 seconds. Which in radio is a long time.
What an asshole! And then I'm told my point was brilliant. I was a great caller.
He goes, that's brilliant.
Oh, what an asshole!
He lowers his voice. Oh my god!
At any time, I could have just blurted something out. What possessed me to continue with my dumb point about the subject at hand? Oh, God, I stink.
Don't be so hard on yourself.
That was horrible. Wow, that's painful to listen to.
Oh, I love it. All right, why don't we take a break and we'll do Jocktober. Believe it or not, that wasn't Jocktober.
No, it was
it's an extended Jocktober, I guess, today.
Why do we have a call?
Jocktober Classic.
Jocktober Classic.
Nice.
Yeah. Do we have a call from Anthony to the John and Jeff show we can play? Hey, I'm Anthony, and I believe that, jail should be for bad people.
Yeah, well, we're two guys that agree. Thank you.
Turd? See, now it's easy to say this stuff. Then you should have yanked her out. I hate to say it, but yes, I do. Yeah, I take it back in a second, he said. For my family to be here and just be everybody okay, safe and sound and happy, normal would have been fantastic. Heck, yeah, I'd erase it all in a second if I could. That's such bullshit when these celebrities say this.
She's dressing like a whore.
They give the money back.
Yeah, give the money back. Go ahead. Give it to charity.
We said the same thing to that dope Mancow when he started trashing shock jocks. I'm like, really? You were living in a mansion.
Turd.
You were living in a mansion somewhere because you had Turd doing shock jock things and you were doing shock jock things. Give the money back then if you regret it.
I'm turning my back on the shock jock genre. I'm doing political talk now, Turd. Turd. What do you think of Obama, Turd?
Yeah, what happened?
We're gonna drop him in a voting booth. We're dropping Turd into the ocean for election day. Jack off.
He did the hackiest shock jock shit in the history of radio. What is Turd doing, you think?
Turd?
We know Mancow's
Turd's
trying
running
to do the
for governor
thing.
of Iowa.
Probably.
I don't know what Turd is up to. The artist formerly known as Turd. Fucking ass.
Can we get an update on Turd there?
Turd, where's Turd?
Iraq, that's your job. Homework assignment. I want to know what Turd's doing.
Is he still on the show?
What show?
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
exactly.
Mancow? You think?
Who knows?
If he is, he's
Does
probably
he
just
even
answering
have a show
phones or
anymore?
something. Mancow?
He's so off the radar. Like, so off the fucking radar.
I don't know. There's a couple of shows that throw him on TV every once in a while to give his opinion.
Really?
Yeah, every once in a while. I think.
But
he
I mean,
still
as
does
far
a
as
little.
radio goes, like, what is he doing?
Last we checked in with him, he was doing kind of small town radio, right? Syndicated with some small towns.
My Christian values are now what I'm pushing on the air. Turd, get on the cross, Turd. We're gonna nail Turd on a cross.
He can't get off of his shock jockery, his shock jock roots. So he goes Christian, religious, conservative talk, but still with Turd. Turd?
turds out there protesting against dead soldiers. Turd. What an asshole. Turd.
Stupid turd.
How do you agree to be turd?
I know.
Like, how does that fucking happen? I mean, we've had some winners on this show as far as interns and things go, but how do you agree to be turd?
It's bad enough I have to go through life as Opie, trust me.
Imagine being
I
turd.
fucking hate the name.
Turd?
It made sense when I was 12 and I didn't have fucking hair on my balls.
Oh, God.
I'm an older guy now, and I walk around, hey, Opie. I hate it.
Even Ron Howard almost got away from that.
I fucking hate it, if you need to know the truth.
He got away from that by, like, directing and...
At least some people they try to man it up and go Ope or O. But I'm fucking Opie. I fucking hate it. It gave me a good living, and I'm not going to give the money back, so I'm a fucking hypocrite.
Give the money back, then.
But now that I'm older, yeah, I fucking hate the name.
You know what? You just want to go to Greg?
I never liked that name. That's why I accepted a nickname. I hated my name. Hated it.
All right, hello, Bill.
Right.
What do we...
At least my mom was smart enough not to make me a Gregory, which I think is like probably the worst name you could be named.
Gregory.
I think that's a fine name for you.
Although when Ted says it, I kind of enjoy it.
Thank you, Gregory.
I do enjoy when you say it.
Of course you do. It's your name.
But let it be known, I'm still Opie. I fucking hate it.
Oh, God, that's just...
And all I'm saying is how it relates... Like being turd, those way worse.
Is it just going to be worse
you think he's in his 40s somewhere and they're going, hey, turd.
I'm turd.
Hey, man.
Turd.
Hey, man, I'm trying to bring my daughter to school. Can you chill on the fucking turd?
Hey, turd, remember when you crashed that car, turd?
My name's Brad, please.
Brad, could you not call me turd? Right. Does it get worse every year? Like when you have these landmark birthdays,
mine?
Do you think like, oh my God, I'm Opie at and then throw age here?
It's bad, man. Yeah.
It is bad, man.
It's so awkward for everybody. It's awkward for me. It's awkward for the people that have to say it.
It was cool when like you were fucking 8.
It stopped being cool when we moved to New York, probably.
It was okay in, like, Massachusetts. Yeah.
Well, because we were
still playing young music.
We were building up the name of the show and everything.
Yeah.
It's like, I got a son now, man.
We can't. Dad, is he going to call you Dad or Opie?
It's the wimpiest name ever. Are you kidding me?
Oh, God.
Maybe that's why I had to try to play the over-the-top tough guy on the radio, because I was aware that my name is the fucking wimpiest.
It's not a bad name.
It's horrible.
Makes you think of a small town and flowers. Piece of pie.
Mount Pilot.
Oh, whatever. It was
what's a cute nickname? Kids like when you call them, hey, turkey foot. And
what is turkey foot?
You kiss their foot, you go, blah. You make a turkey sound.
You're a disgusting man.
Turkey foot.
Yum.
Anything for an angle, huh? Any angle you can get on that. On that getting a kid.
Hey, you want a turd update or not?
Oh, please.
We might have it. When Brittany went through her problems, Billy said that would never happen to his daughter. Really?
Oh boy.
Oopsie. And all Mancow stuff is real up to a point. Mark in Chicago wants to say.
Really?
Which one you want first?
Up to a point.
And then someone is begging that we play any old Mancow bit.
I know. It's just.
Which one haven't we played in a while, E-Rock? It's one of my favorite things to do.
We have a whole disc full of them. Let me go get it.
But find one we haven't played in a while.
Yeah, not the one where he drives the car, where Turd drives the car. We've heard that one. I love it.
Is Turd okay, though?
Let's find out. Let's find out. Let's go to Joe in Illinois. We want to know about Turd. We're very concerned about Turd.
Where's Turd? Turd.
Joe.
Hello, you there?
Yeah, let's go, Joe.
Yeah, where's Turd?
I believe he is running an ice cream parlor that he named after his son, Nick. It's called Nick's Licks, and I think it's in Peatone, Illinois.
Really? Or are you just plugging a place?
No.
All right.
What else does he do? Is he a manager at the Cincinnati Funny Bone?
Why would you say that?
This weekend?
That's really weird.
Hold on, let me Google it.
All right.
I wonder if they have a special chocolate ice cream, the Turd. It's like, could I have a Turd?
There's a store there under that name, but it's not an ice cream place.
Oh.
Well, what is Nick's
Licks?
Nick's
Kids
Licks
and
is
babies.
Wait, you're trying to tell me there's a business called Nick's Licks and it's not an ice cream place?
Kids and baby clothes.
That's fucking weird.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, I don't know if you know about Tur then there, Joe.
It's like Paul's Malls with M-A-U-L, you know. 'Cause they...
Get out of here, turkey foot.
Ew. And are the kids' feet all like wet after that?
Yeah, they smell like cigarettes.
Because Uncle Paul smokes.
Yeah, I smoke.
What do you smoke, Viceroy?
I like Moors.
Moors.
A nice Tipperello.
The kids' feet smell like saliva.
Like sour
fucking...
cigarette breath tongue.
Oh, God.
Sour cigarette tongue.
Terrible.
The worst.
Go wash your feet.
Yeah, your feet.
So your mother doesn't smell them.
Yeah, one time they walked in and the mother thought that she walked through cat tinkle. Went there and wash your feet good.
Shit. Look who's here. It's E-Rock.
Yeah.
He's got some turd bits. Hey, turd.
You got one?
Turd.
Hey.
These are some of the great Mancow.
Wait, let me look at the
Oh, God.
Turkey toes.
Please.
1 through 9.
1 through 9. And people saying that the Mancow, you're in Mancow country was one of the funniest bits ever. Have we played that in a while?
Oh, God.
No, we haven't.
Could we play that today? Is it
Remember that.
at 10 o'clock?
That or the Jericho, either one.
What?
That or the Jericho.
Oh, really? Yeah, we were going to replay the Jericho. We did a lot of Jericho today, though. What do you want to do, Ant?
Let's
go Mancow
I
country.
love listening to this shit.
Let's go. You're in Mancow country. It's one of the best radio beatings we've given in years.
Turd.
Well, oh.
Turd. 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 Turd.
All right, here we go. Do you want to hear?
Someone's saying the kids' feet smell like they were fire walking.
Little turkey feet. I love
Cigars.
that.
Was that you? Yeah.
You want to hear Cheers? I don't know what that one is. Chicken legs. Pale head.
Chicken legs.
No, turkey feet.
These are your choices.
Pale head.
Rocky Blessing. Snap, crackle, call. Air horn to the ear. We did cleaning off the boss's desk way too much.
Yeah, that's a
and
great
we've
one.
done the fucking
Turd.
He's crashing into the fake wall in the production studio.
In the production studio, where you hear the engine like it's in the studio, but you hear Turd like he's on the phone.
They couldn't even figure that out.
Production job ever.
You have to run the sound effects through a phone filter, so at least
come on.
sounds like you're outside.
Yeah,
you
EQ
idiot.
it.
So we did it AF. I mean,
Terrible.
all our bits at AF were real.
Our bra bombing.
Of course.
How did you guys fucking get up a balloon like that, though? There's no reason.
It was very difficult.
It's not
Jim.
about us. We could focus on us tomorrow. And you're supposed to bring in your tape. Jimmy,
Yeah.
so
Oh, I have it on my desk. I'm ready to bring it in. We're going to launch Car Crash Comedy.
Yeah.
If we end in 10 minutes, we could do both bits. Is that the greatest thing you've
Come
ever
on.
heard?
I want to.
Which one you want to hear? You're picking today, man.
What was it?
Cheers.
Okay.
Chicken legs, pale head, Rocky Blessing, snap, crackle, call. We'll
Snap, crackle, call.
Because I think we've done the air horn to the ear a lot,
Okay.
too.
How about pale head?
Pale head.
I don't know what it is. I don't remember, but I'm thinking pale head.
Hello.
Yes?
Oh, God, I'm glad I got you.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
He's a pal on this
Okay. He's calling someone because get this, people. Get this.
Ready for this?
He's got a pail stuck on his head, I think.
I got a pail stuck on my head.
Cigars and Scotch calling it fail head.
Like,
fail head.
I have to admit, I love our listeners when they're beating us up properly.
Yeah.
I really do, because I think people get confused.
Oh, yeah.
Because I get really frustrated by a certain
element
of our quote fans.
Blacks.
But, yeah. But when you beat us up properly, I love it. And this guy's, because we're trying to figure out what Mancow bit to play, and this guy writes, Ryan, he goes, "Oh, how about when Anthony called Mancow?"
Yeah, play that bit. Great. When I did the perfect phone caller bit.
Finally had a chance.
Oh, all
right, let's go to Palehead.
Right there, and I fucked it up.
Here's the Palehead.
Hello.
Yes?
Oh, God, I'm glad I got you. Doctor.
Excuse me?
Help me.
What's your name?
My name is Larry. I got a bucket stuck on my head. What am I supposed to do?
Hold just one moment, okay?
Help! Can't breathe.
much longer.
Sir?
Hello?
Yeah?
I fell down.
Yes, and you have a bucket stuck on your head?
I have a bucket stuck on my head.
Okay.
What the hell am I supposed to do?
Can I stop it? Did you hear that? You hear the bad fucking...
The sound effect.
You hear the bad sound effect. He's using cartoon sound effects
He's
and
using
hoping the woman on the other line won't notice.
That was squeaky hinge sound, number
I have
28.
a bucket stuck on my head.
I know that one.
What the hell am I supposed to do?
Can you hold
Join
on?
Guns N'
Hello?
Roses.
Sir, do you have anybody there with you?
No.
Okay, the best
My
thing...
my dog, Larry.
Okay, the best thing is to call an ambulance.
Hell no, I gotta get over and I need some help from my doctor.
Okay.
Hello?
Hi, this is Dr. How may I help you?
I fell down and I got a bucket on my head that I cannot get off.
Okay.
All right?
What you really need to do, though, is call 911.
What about like a crowbar?
What I would say is call the ambulance and let them help you get it off safely.
Oh, I'm trying. I'm trying to pull it. It just won't come off.
Sir?
Yeah.
What I want you to do is hang up with me and call 911, and they'll help you out.
Kind of neat acoustically.
Okay.
It sounds pretty good, doesn't it?
You call 911.
Hello.
They'll help you
911.
out.
Hello.
Okay.
Let me try a crowbar. You slipped the crowbar over.
That's a good one.
Much better.
That's good. And a bucket head is good.
People eat this shit up in Chicago, man.
Wow.
Look, we weren't perfect. We've done some fucking hacky things. I'm not going to lie to you. It's time to admit some of this shit, but wow.
That is...
But wow. We're going to have to play another one because that's...
Please do.
But first we got the Babbling Reporter. Remember I said because of the thing from Grammys?
Babbling Reporter, yeah.
Someone tweeted this yesterday to me and I appreciate it. It was another Babbling Reporter. And I think this one, they hinted that it might have been epilepsy, and that's why I'm playing this.
Oh.
Did she have some kind of weird epileptic fit or something?
Well, they're doing tests.
Or someone explained that a migraine headache can make your fucking brain go
Think it would seem
nutso.
cold-hearted they fired her on the spot.
Hey, motherfuckers.
Let me tell you what.
First of all,
here we go.
butt plug was a real call. I don't want to hear.
Whoa, man.
Butt plug was a real call.
It might be a little dated, but that fucking call was all right, man.
Of course it was.
I could fucking head you in a direction
that was
of
real.
ones where you would get to us, but that one was
wasn't
bad.
What was the one with the dress where you were both
That was
on the phone?
horrible.
What was that?
Baby clothes, adult baby clothes.
Yeah, there.
If you want to make fun, that was
that
horrible.
a bad one?
But that was a real call too. Well, the Mancow, the Mancow was a real call. He actually called somebody that bought into the dumb shit.
But just to see how long you can go saying one word like butt plug, that's
it was
that's a
it was
class. That's a class bit right there.
It was fine.